Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Bulldog Johnny YouTube channel. I am your host, Coach Bulldog Johnny, film coach for the Pike County High School Bulldogs in Brundage, Johnny. Today, we're going to be doing an introduction into my Eastern Michigan dynasty. I'm restarting my dynasty mode with Eastern Michigan. I want y'all to, enjoy this intro, and then I'll get back with y'all in just a few moments. Carry on. Alright, hopefully y'all enjoyed that intro. So we're getting ready to start my dynasty mode, and I'm going to be starting, like I said, my career. It's going to be at Eastern Michigan, the Eagles.
Welcome to Dynasty Mode. I'm Reese Davis, and it's time to start your coaching journey. First, select whether you want to play online or offline. An online dynasty is where you can invite your friends and also import your own custom-created schools through Team Builder. Next, it's time to select your rosters. Choose to use the latest EA Sports recommended rosters featuring more than 1,000 additional players, or choose the rosters from our original launch.
I'll be doing my Thunder stream coming up later on after this, but I'm just getting everything set up right now.
Now it's time to customize your dynasty experience.
So
choose your settings and customize your conferences, complete with unique rules and protected rivals.
For some reason, I just do not like it when these teams do this. They do this with the division home leaders. So we're going to go with top by division records. So this is what? The American Athletic. Yeah, so we got a lot of these. So let's do, we've got 1, 2, 3. Let's do with this one at the Cotton Bowl, which is a neutral site. No, take that back. 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 Let's do NRG Stadium. ACC is there. Big Ten has got theirs. Big 12 has theirs. Conference USA, I like to add those two independents a lot to this team, so let's do this. Let's do UConn. I'm just adding along right now, so nothing to worry about. So let's do UMass. Put UMass in there with them. And conference rules. Now I used to play with these teams with Conference USA. I used to do a lot of these Conference USA teams. So the East and the West division of Conference USA, and we're going to have these two teams tango at Everbank Stadium in Jacksonville. That's the closest out of these squad schools of that Mid-American Conference. So here's the 12 teams in this. That's my team right there. So Mountain West. All right, so the Mountain West is going to have their divisions, though. We're going to have the Mountain and the West. I know that division. So ours is at Ford Field, by the way. So prize for us is getting to Ford Field. So we're going out with this one. We're going out way out. You see. SoFi Stadium, where we're going to have the top division leaders by conference record. That's how I always do that. Pac-12, SEC, and then the Sun Belt. So we're going to have the Sun Belt, Fun Belt, as they say. We're going to put them at Nissan Stadium. That's in Nashville. You know, because it coincides a little bit. Because it's a close neutral site. Well, I like to do that a lot with these neutral sites. So, dynasty settings. Let's get this out of the way here, guys. So we're going 10-minute quarter. Here we go.
It's now time to select your team. Do you want to build a team from the ground up or take over an established contender? Pay attention to each team's prestige rating, represented by the number of stars next to each team's name. Teams with a higher prestige will be ready to compete for the college football playoff right away, while lower prestige teams provide a greater challenge to build into contenders. The choice is up to you.
So these are all the one-star schools right here. These are the ones you can take your pick from if you want to build one up, and I'm going to build up the Eastern Michigan Eagles.
You'll choose where to start your journey as a coach. Head coaches progress against goals on both sides of the ball, while coordinators will only progress on their respective side. Whichever role you choose, you will have new opportunities. Here, you'll choose to create. Now it's time to choose your coach archetype. Your starting choices are motivator, recruiter, and tactician. What is the most important thing to you? Acquiring players, maximizing player development, or putting your team in the best position to succeed?
Put my players in the best position to succeed, which is tactician, and that's what I'm going with. Me.
Congratulations, it's time to sign your first coaching contract. Make sure to pay attention to the expectations of the role. These are based on real-life historical records of the school. Failing to meet the university's expectations will land you on the hot seat and potentially have you looking for a new job when the coaching carousel rolls around.
So as you can see, this is before I signed with them, what this team has done. They've not been really successful, except a couple of times they've been successful. There's a bowl game they went to, the Idaho Potato Bowl, that they won in 2022, 6-7. Lost the 68 Ventures Bowl in 2023 is what they done, and now I'm here to take over for a one-year deal in 2024. It's says, I am the coach. We're excited to offer you the position of head coach at Eastern Michigan. The goal is to win 4 games this season to get an extension. And I'm going to do my best. But now, tomorrow will be the first 2 games of this, and then Wednesday I'll try to squeeze 3 games in. Wednesday can't. Depends. So I got my passing game up now, so let's do, yeah. So see, all this here is my perks right here. See, tactician has helped my team to be the best successful team I can. Offensive coordinator, Brandon Scott. Defensive coordinator, Ryan Lester. He's a scheme guru. Here's my custom schedules. Now let's look at the custom schedule right here. So we got at UMass, at Wazoo, at Jack State, and versus FCS East. I don't like that. Playing the FCS East team. I mean, you know what I'm talking about? I mean, that's bull jump. You know what I mean? So let's look at what we can do with it. So, I'm going out to Tempe to play. I'm going out to Mountain America Stadium in Tempe to play ASU, the Sun Devils. My second game of the season, I'm going to go out to the Mountain West, way out to the mountain, to take on the future Pac-12 Boise State Broncos. The next game is going to be against a Big Ten school. Illinois. Now, I'm having trouble with this. I don't know. Would it make a difference? Would it make a difference if I went? Hang on, hang on just a minute, guys. I'll be right back. All right, hey, back up here. What's up, guys? Whoa, Lordy, dropped my remote on the floor. Okay, so let's see here. So I'm trying to build the best resume possible to try to make it to the college football playoff, even though I know in my first year with a team of this magnitude, I'm probably not going to make it in the CFP my first year, but hey, we got something to build on, so, you know. I'm going to put Illinois on the list. Hosting Illinois is at Rynearson Stadium. And then the last game against another Big Ten in the Indiana Hoosiers. So that's not a bad looking slate to start with. These 2 teams like this. I mean, at Illinois is home, and then a 4-8 squad like this team. But hey. And then our conference schedule will be at Kent State, hosting Miami, Ohio. Then the Michigan MAC Trophy is on the line as we'll be battling in a rivalry game against Central Michigan. Going to play the Kangaroos at Infocision, the Akron Zips, the Rockets at Toledo, Ohio. And then we got at the Bobcats of Ohio in Athens, Ohio, hosting Buffalo. And in the final game, we go to Kalamazoo to battle the Western Michigan Broncos on the the second part of the Michigan MAC Trophy. The Michigan MAC Trophy is the rivalry trophy between Central Michigan, Eastern Michigan, and Western Michigan. So, and a friend of mine just told me to do this, so I think this helps out my resume on the first 4 games of the season. 4 very tough opponents like this, going to their stadiums. So I'll be going. I changed it up. I'm going 2 Champaign and 2 Bloomington, because I feel like if I take 2 out of these 4 games, or take 3 out of these 4 games on the road, that's gonna help me out a heck of a lot as far as is concerned. But hey, save it and let's move on to the recruiting board, as they say. So let's look at our recruits, and then after this, I'm gonna turn it off, and I'll be back for Thunder shortly. So let's look at the team needs. Hang on just a minute. Let me move my camera, if I don't mind. All right, I'm going to move my camera over this way where I can see a little bit better. Okay, so here's what we've got on the roster thus far. So we need a quarterback. Basically, everybody on offense except for the tight end. And on defense, everybody except for middle linebackers. So I'm going to try to break this down with 35 recruits that you can actually outright target. With 35 targets, I'm going to try to get probably 17 on offense and 17 on defense, and leave 1 for an in-between kind of thing. So let's check this out and see what we can find here today, guys. Now, I'm fixing to be as dumb as all get out. I know I don't stand a chance, but let's find out what we got here. Lorenzo Uzama is an athlete. He's high school from Duncan, South Carolina. We got Marquez Clemens. Scrambler, Alex Walters. Let me look at this other one here. Ogbu, improviser. Osefa Knapp, he's a scrambler. Gideon Jerry, field general. Christian Talbot, field general. Let me see. Just know Marquez Clemens. So scrambler. I like to have a scrambling, because a lot of these nowadays are these scrambling type quarterbacks is what you really need for offenses nowadays. Let's see. Zach Forte and Prince Ogbu. I like that name, Ogbu. And I'm going to pick up Alex Walters. All right, from a running back's standpoint. All right, let's see. I can't get Harris Swingy. Chuck Merle. He's got Auburn on his list. He's got a lot of SECs on his. He's from Union, Mississippi. Power back. Take him off the board. Christian Adams, receiving back. I like to throw a lot of stuff out of the backfield to the running back. So here is Kevin Van Deek, whatever you want to call it. Ken Van Deek, excuse me. Now, he's got Indiana on his list. Now, here's what I might do for this now. Since I'm playing Indiana in my 3rd game of the season, I'm going to put him on my list, because then, see, if I beat one of the teams that's recruited him, trying to recruit him from Indiana, that might give me some standing reputation with them, Goldwire has got us. Cornell Goldwire has got us 10th on his board. He's got Indiana on his list and Central Michigan. He's got a lot of the teams that we play on his list, so I'm going to take him off that list. Matt Cadet, Canton, Ohio, from the Hall of Fame, as they say. Legend Kaluwe. What about Joey Cantrell? He's up to Illinois. Anybody that's got any of these recruits that has a team that I'm playing in the regular season, I'm going to try to get them, because, if I beat that team, that's going to say, well, hey, this guy's got something serious. We might need to check him. Need to check his squad out. You know what I mean? So how many boys did I put on this one? Put 4 on that too. Yeah. So let's look at fullbacks. Even though I don't use a lot of fullbacks, but Everett Siegel, utility. The whiteouts is what we're after. Okay, so let's do this. So Damian Flore, Tyler Little from Riverdale, Georgia. I'll go back to him. Tevin Cobb, Keegan Schofield, Y. Grimm. He's got Akron second on his list. I play Akron, so I might put him on there. What about Treggs? Zach Treggs. No. Oh, Ben Tolson. He's on Tennessee's board. Cordell Merritt. George Ogunjobi. What a name, Ogunjobi. These crazy names for these receivers. I mean, Taylor Lehman. I'll tell you all about. I played on here once with Sam Houston, and I put on there. And they had this guy named Fatu Mukuba on there. He was a pretty good player. No tight ends. Look at OTU. Zach Wolf. Sam Maui. Excuse me. Zach Slaughter. I try to get 3 or 4 at each position here, so let's see. Dennis Rhodes. You got Vanderbilt on his, Tennessee on his as well. I'm going to pick him up for this one. So let's go offensive guards here. So now let's do Cordell Acho. Willie Whitehart. Let me go to my defensive side of the ball here. Hey, Jaden Lamua. Ben Gentile. Tanner Purvis. Go DTs here. Maven. And Brian Rodriguez. I'm going to get 2 out of those guys. So outside linebackers. Kett and McGlosson. Johnny Newton. Let's go it. Legend Buck. Birmingham. Free safety. Kamani Muamba. Tyreek Klutz. Terry Madsen, excuse me. I don't know why I said Madsen. I don't understand myself. Let's go DuBose. Corin Ferguson. The Beard. Colin Sturgis. All right, so now let's go back to the recruiting board here. Wait a minute. I got to take Goldwire off the board because I ain't met his requirements yet, so I can't. What is his deal breaker? Playing time. We got to have a B-, and I have C-, got to have B- for him. He's in the top 10, so I'm going to just keep him on the list. All right, so let's go ahead and start looking at these guys. Let's do the scouting on these boys, because we can only do scout right now. So he's not a gym, so offer to it. So here's Clemens. He's a gym offer. Ogbu. What about Ogbu? Not a gym, so I want to take him off the list. All right, Alex Walters. not a gem, so you want to take him off the board. Here's Merle. I can't even do nothing with him. I can't scout him or nothing. Let's look at Cadet. At Cadet. Oh. Cantrell. Okay. Right now, I'm going to skip some of these guys. I'm going to take Siegel off the list. I got 28 targets right now that I'm going after. So a lot of these guys are 5 stars. I want to try to get a lot of these guys. The more wins you get, though, the better off you're going to be. Right now, we can just scout these guys. Ogunjobi, as they say it. George Ogunjobi. So here's his list. All Big Ten schools, except for TCU and Iowa State. Here's Taylor Lehman. So Gray is off, so Deshaun Gray's out. So what about Zach Wolf? Taking Sam Moayas off. So Slaughter, we're going to offer him now. So Rhodes, offer him. Acho, let's look at Cordell Acho. Left guard. Take him right now, boys, because you got that made. All right, let's go with Tanner Purvis. All right, guys. That'll be the end of this intro episode. Tomorrow will be week 1. I'll do the first 2 games tomorrow at Arizona State and at Boise State. You don't want to miss this season of Eastern Michigan football. Here it is right here, ladies and gentlemen. Arizona State, at Boise, at Illinois, at Indiana. One of the toughest schedules you can get right there. Playing 2 of the top running backs in the nation. And then taking on the Illinois team in Champaign and then in Bloomington. So hey, Coach Bulldog Johnny, I'll see you back shortly. Bye-bye.